This is the men's room.
Forget it, man, and get with the countdown. Shake this world and blast off for Kicksville. The trippers, the grasshoppers, the hip ones, all gathered in secrecy and flying high as a kite.
You're listening to the men's room with Miles and Thrill.
Say hello to our listeners coming on now in New Orleans, Bayou 95.7, also 98.9 The Rock, Kansas City's rock station, and our friends at 98.3 The Keg in Fayetteville, Arkansas. Welcome to the big program today, the return of Who Sucks Less coming up. What you don't need to know, the Hollywood edition, as we have some titles of movies that change as they are shown in other countries, basically either from a cultural standpoint or just a way of understanding what the movie is about, depending on the language, depending on the word being used, whether it translates or what it translates to in other languages, other countries. They change a lot of the titles of our movies. So we're going to give you the Hollywood title from foreign countries. See if you guys can guess what the actual movie is as we know it here in the United States. And our question, what happened with your shoes? We have a reported case of shoes that have been missing since 2005. They're not just any old regular pair of shoes. They are the ruby red slippers that were stolen 13 years ago.
From the feet of the Wicked Witch of the East.
Yeah, from Judy Garland's museum in her hometown of Grand Rapids, Minnesota. But lo and behold, after all this time, they have been found. Still no idea on who stole the slippers, but they are still working on that. And then we get this story out of South Wales. Maybe you saw this. But a 4-year-old girl was reportedly hospitalized with a life-threatening infection that she contracted when she tried on shoes without socks. The USA Today reports that the girl spent 5 days in the hospital after becoming ill a day after she went shopping with her mother and tried on the shoes in her bare feet. The mom shared a picture of her daughter's feet on Facebook and said doctors diagnosed the girl with sepsis.
Jeez.
Which occurs when chemicals that fight infections cause inflammatory responses, which can cause organ failure. Doctors believe the girl contacted the bacteria through a cut on her foot, but were able to avoid surgery. They drained the infection from the 4-year-old's leg.
Our trying on shoes.
What happened with your shoes? 844-999-OLA.
See, that tells me I should probably stop trying on underwear. Hello, Tina. Welcome to the men's room.
Hello.
Hola.
Hola. So my girlfriend years ago got us tickets to go to the Keith Sweat concert at the Emerald Queen Casino.
Hell yeah, Keith freaking Sweat.
Yeah, that's right. And we were in the very, very back. So I'm 5'11" and decided I was going to wear some high heels so that I can see over everybody.
Oh my God, Tina, now you're dunking.
Right.
I had on stilettos, so they had the pointy toes and the high heels.
How tall were you?
Pardon?
How tall were you with the heels on?
Probably 6'1"-ish.
All right.
So we're in the back, we're dancing, and one of my high heels breaks. The heel breaks off. So we go into the girls' bathroom, and my girlfriend takes my other shoe, and the girls' bathroom is packed, and she is pounding my shoe against the countertop of where the sink is, trying to break it off because she doesn't want to leave. I'm not going to walk around the casino with no shoes on. We finally get the other heel broken off. All the girls are like, what are you guys doing to those shoes? We get the other heel broken off, and now I'm walking around looking like I have little pointy elf shoes on, and they're off balance, so I'm wobbling all over the casino, and after a few drinks, let's just say we ended up still having a good time. And
that's what you do for Keith Sweat.
Did he play Freak Me?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
of course he did.
Thank God.
That's the dumbest question you could ask.
I don't know, man. I'm not going to do that one for you.
Right. Keith
I know you paid all this money,
but I'm not going to do.
I'm not going to play my Freebird. No way. What happened with your shoes? 844-999-OLA. He had to play with more than just Keith Sweat. He wasn't just Keith Sweat. I mean, who else could have possibly been with Keith Sweat?
I don't know, but she went for Keith Sweat.
Miles, nobody.
No, but I mean, like, who was with her? Was it Belle Biv DeVoe? I mean, surely he was on tour with someone. He wasn't just filling that place all by himself, was he?
I think he is.
Does he?
Keith Sweat?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, I don't know. I mean, I'm just saying. I have no idea.
When's the last time he's performed? Keith Sweat.
Honestly, he performs at the casino like at least once a year.
All right, okay. Well, he's doing okay then.
Yeah.
Does he still sweat?
I bet you more now.
You know,
because that's not really a name that you would pick. You know what I mean? It's like Johnny Pitton.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not, I mean, Sweat.
I did see, you guys remember Genuine?
Yeah.
Like, I saw him perform once, and he was shirtless. He is still ripped.
All right.
But, he's not a spring chicken anymore, so he's performing, and he, sexily, wipes himself off with his towel and, throws it at this lady, and she's like,
She dodged it.
Didn't want it.
I mean, he hit her square.
No! What happened with your shoes? 844-999-OLA.
Right. Like that lady's got a husband and 3 kids at home. She doesn't want the sweaty towel anymore.
Hello, Rick. Welcome to the men's room.
Hey, hola, what's going on?
Hola.
All right, so this is my buddy, actually, not me, but it's a good story. We were in Puerto Vallarta, right?
Okay.
We agree.
We were at some bar, and he says, "Hey, I got this idea. I'm going to pretend to be Swedish because we were in college at the time, and he was taking Swedish, I was taking Norwegian."
So what is the advantage, do you think, of pretending to be Swedish or Norwegian?
You got to think there's probably more Americans there than there are Swedes.
Right, okay.
Listen, if I go there, I'm going to be like, from what, Algonia?
Algonia.
Algonia.
I mean, if
I'm
you
going to be
say
the
it
king
in
of
the
Algonia.
traditional way.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
I think it was the exotic factor he was going for.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
And so it turns out these girls we were talking to were from Edmonton, and they were big, whatever the hockey team up there.
Oilers.
Big fan. Yeah, they were big fans of the Oilers.
It's because there's nothing else to be a big fan of if you're in Edmonton.
Yeah.
Stampede.
Well, maybe
And,
the Jets.
So he... Oh, sorry, I'm going through a tunnel, Battery Street tunnel right now.
It's all right.
So he's a big sports guy. And so he's like, oh, yeah, my favorite player is Tommy Salo. He's like the Swedish national team goalie or whatever. And so they're eating it up, right? And then, so he goes back home with both of them. And then I don't see him till the next morning. And he comes back in. I'm like, dude, what happened? I'm like, where are your shoes? And he's like, oh, dude. He's like, I woke up, totally naked. I just had to grab my stuff and get out of there. I forgot my shoes. It was the only pair he had for the whole trip.
Maybe you don't even need shoes in Puerto Vallarta, though.
Oh, I think you really do. I think you really, really do.
Yeah.
Man, would you walk barefoot through Vegas?
Oh, hell yeah!
Street.
I would walk
streets.
I would
not
walk
the casino.
I would walk barefoot through the streets of Vegas before I would walk barefoot through the streets of my neighborhood because of the heroin needles. I am not kidding you, man.
Yeah,
I thought about the other day. I'll just run down to the corner store and get myself No, I can see a needle around the sidewalk. This is a bad idea.
I'm trying to think of the worst place to
You
walk.
gotta run to the corner store.
Well, I'm just gonna walk. I walk around with shoes out. Inside I don't have shoes on. I feel
Are these heroin needles in your home?
No, they're out on the sidewalk.
Because you might have a problem.
No, they're everywhere.
Well, why are you barefoot on your side? Oh, that's right.
Because I'm going to walk down the street and get myself like a Reese cup, you know what I mean, and a Diet Coke or whatever.
I don't know, man. I feel like, look, your heroin needles in your neighborhood, all right?
Yeah.
1 out of every 50 walks, I'm going to have to go get checked for something.
Well,
I poke myself.
they're everywhere. Dog
but
walks,
I feel like in Puerto Vallarta, man, if I'm walking, there's just unknown substances constantly
There
on
might
the
be,
bottom
but
of
I'm
my
not going to get
foot,
stuck
man.
by AIDS.
You don't know what it is. That's it. You just don't know. And it's not worth looking because the next step's going to be something else.
All right.
I'm with you. Don't go shoeless in Vegas.
How about Puerto Vallarta?
No.
Okay.
Unless you're on the beach.
Yeah, the beach, sure, man.
And I guess what?
Don't go on that pirate ship ride either.
No, and what part?
Oh yeah,
Vegas or Puerto?
Yeah, trust me, I skated on that one, man. That's
That was a pirate ship.
I don't know. It's one of those things like, why don't we get one as excursion?
A pirate ship ride.
I think the main thing you got to worry about when you're at the beach, right?
All right.
Like no matter what the beach is, if it's warm out, like generally you'll walk off the beach kind of shoeless or whatever. But when you go to that beach bar, and this has happened to me, like a friend stopped me on the way to the bathroom and was like, put your shoes on.
Oh yeah. You
Good
never
call.
want to go into a bathroom in a bar without any shoes on.
Right, but these kind of bars,
man.
you're out in the
Yeah,
sand,
yeah,
you're not
you
really
don't need
thinking
your
about
shoes.
it.
Wait,
Sure.
now, okay, so what's worse? Now, are you going to walk barefoot through Vegas, or are you going to walk barefoot into the public bathroom of a train station?
Oh, damn.
I'm taking Vegas.
Ooh, train station's nasty though.
I'm taking Vegas.
Because train station normally has a urinal
It's
that
wet.
goes down to the floor.
It's wet.
So if it's an old
always
traditional
wet,
train
man.
station, man, the tiles are going to go all the way down. It's going to be very moist.
You're taking the train station?
Hell no.
Oh.
Train station, man, would turn your feet green.
I would, honest to God, I'd call the doctor.
I wouldn't even put my bag down in the train station.
No, you cannot do that.
What happened with your shoes? 844-999-OLA.
That said, trains are a tremendous way to travel.
Oh,
Yeah, I love the rails.
yeah, once you get out of the
The
station, it's
train
great,
itself
yeah.
is
Oh,
fantastic.
sure. The guys get the pocket watch. It's very nice.
Hello, Jonah. Welcome to the men's room.
How's it going, guys?
Hola!
So, a few years ago, I was in Germany, and I was
we remember you.
Just got off the train, going up an escalator, and I wasn't paying attention, talking to some friends, and my shoe happened to go under the top part where, like, the escalator recycles and goes back down, you know?
Okay.
And so I'm just kind of freaking out, ripped my foot out of my shoe. And then I pull on my shoe, and it ripped my shoe in half.
Oh, damn.
And broke the escalator.
Oh, did it just shred your shoe up, or did it jam it? Did it go like what kind of noise did it make?
No, it just kind of stopped.
Oh, okay.
And then I just looked at it, and it was just stopped. I'm like looking around, don't know what to do, grab my shoe, pull on it. And then some old German guy came running over and started yelling at me.
He probably invented the escalator. He probably was the inventor of it.
Yeah, I had no idea what he was saying.
Now, what would, let me ask you, if you would not have gotten your foot out of the shoe, would it have ripped your foot in half?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's always comforting.
No offense. That would be a crazier story. I mean, that would be much more fantastic.
But you always do look down when you're on an escalator, right?
After
you know, shoes tied, all that stuff. Yeah.
I do it every time. As if I'm going to fall.
You need to.
It's like doing your check on your wallet, your phone, your keys.
Yeah, the pat down.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Man, I should not laugh. But my daughter, she's now over her fear of escalators. But she was like 2 years old, going through an airport, and I'm trying to explain to her, you know what I mean, just step on. But she put one foot on, kept one foot off.
Did you split?
Dude, well, she did the split. God damn, it was funny. She rotisserie like 4 times.
No way.
Before I could get to her, man. She was like on a hot dog
when
spinner.
You're a kid, dude, when you're a kid, it's like going off a diving board for the first time when you step on an escalator.
Oh,
like,
man.
I'm not going to do this because it's a timing thing.
It's so sad. But for like 3 years, man, escalators freaked her out. She's good now, but I thought she was permanently scarred after that.
What happened with your shoes? 844-999-OLA. More your calls coming up. You are listening to the Men's Room Radio Network.
Hola, bitches. You're listening to the Men's Room.
Who sucks less? Coming up right before we drink and tell us with the shot of the day. Our question today, we're talking about shoes. As the ruby red slippers, believe it or not, from the Wizard of Oz have been found. They were stolen 13 years ago at the Judy Garland Museum in her hometown of Grand Rapids, Minnesota. No suspects have been apprehended. They got a tip. They went in and they found the shoes. So the shoes have been recovered. And somewhat of ironic twist, there were 3 pairs of these shoes made for the movie. Mm-hmm. The pair that exists right now in the Smithsonian is the mismatched pair that belongs to this pair that was found. So
you realize how dangerous that is. It's a little known fact. If you watch the director's cut of Wizard of Oz, if Dorothy had been wearing the wrong pair of shoes and clicked her heels together, she would have woken in a brothel.
Then we brought you the story the other day, but it's worth repeating. The Roanoke Times reporting a Virginia shoe store lost most shoes designed for the right foot over the course of 2 break-ins this summer. Clean Soles operator Rob Wickham says his 2-year-old sneaker store was raided by 2 people on July 20th and then again by 1 person on August the 25th. Taken all together, he lost some shirts, some hoodies, a jacket, and 1 complete sneaker pair, and then 13 right shoes. Wickham says, and I don't know if he should have opened his mouth.
Chief Wickham.
He typically keeps right shoes on display while their other halves rest behind the counter.
Why would you say that?
I'm not sure, but he made that statement public. Accordingly, Wickham says the looters were pretty much risking their freedom for nothing. Well, they haven't been caught.
So, yeah.
Roanoke County Police spokesman Amy Whitaker says one 17-year-old has been charged in the burglary. Police have also released video of the burglary. So there you go. Our question: what happened with your shoes? 844-999-OLA.
Miles, if I could I just revisit the idea of walking barefoot somewhere? We were talking about the Vegas Strip. What would be the worst?
Yeah.
So I'm just going to read you 2 comments that came in. This is regarding the Vegas Strip walking barefoot, which I think would be a terrible idea. It says, my boyfriend and his friends, they were running late to a show in Vegas. They quickly parked their car. He got really high during the show, but somewhere along the way, he lost his shoes. Spent 2 hours after the show wandering the strip, looking for the car barefoot. That's not the bad story. I know a woman who had a small crack in her heel. Now, she wore flip-flops in Vegas, ended up getting some disease, ended up almost dying. Lost her leg up to her groin.
Oh, my God.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, man. See? Right?
Oh, okay. Well, all right. Have you ever been in this situation before?
All right.
Last time I was at the beach, okay, the beach had an outdoor men's and women's bathroom.
Yes.
Okay? when I was at the beach, oh boy, for the first time in I want to say like 30 or 40 years, guess what they were doing? They were redoing the bathrooms inside. They were retiling them. They were doing all new toilets, the whole deal.
They do that while the beach is open.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
timing.
They do. This was in a place where the beach. This was in California. But they had porta potties. So I don't know if you know
barefoot porta potty.
Barefoot porta potty
vigorously used in the past.
It'd been used by every single person on that beach. There's a fine layer of sand. There's a layer of moisture that you do not know about. It's sandy. It was disturbing. I just remember standing in that thinking to myself, this is not cool.
And then you go immediately into the ocean.
The thing was the dude I'd already run like 50 yards over hot sand, like, right. So by the time I got in, I was like, ooh, and I didn't really want to leave. You know what I mean? Because I knew as soon as I got out there, I'd be like, all the way back.
I go to a lot of festivals, and you're barefoot a lot of the time. You got to put on something before you get in the porta potty.
I know. I just wasn't.
How much money would it take you to do it? Like,
I mean, I'd do it if I had to go, but I'm just saying, like, I'm always very careful to, like, grab my flip-flops or something. Even if you're sitting in the beer garden in grass, like, if I'm going to use the bathroom, we're putting on something.
I said you're at a festival, so to me...
You're festival prepared.
No, but you have a dilemma. You have a dilemma. The beach, there is no dilemma. Like, I'm trying to be decent and use your bathroom. And if I can't use your bathroom, right, and I'm barefoot before I walk into this thing that has been vigorously used by everyone on the beach, there's a whole ocean, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's no dilemma to me. That's my first choice. I'm just being nice. You know what I mean? I got no problems walking to the ocean.
Trust me, there was a reason I was going to that porta potty. It wasn't because I had to pee.
I understand that. I would still use the ocean, barefoot, or just poop in the water.
Deuces?
Dropping deuces.
I'm not saying you want to, but
deuces
to me,
are wild.
If I got to poop that bad, I'm picking the ocean over going barefoot. Look, where do you think the fish poop?
Could you imagine
the fish poop in the ocean? I can poop in the ocean.
I could do you one better. I know what you're going to say. Right. What I'm picturing is one of his kids coming out with poop on their shoulder and him like going up and down the beach. Who pooped in there?
Right.
You're right.
Imagine being on a boogie board and looking over. There's a turd in the ocean.
Can you imagine if anybody you saw their kid like, here comes your kid, and you just got a turd on it.
Right, it's yours.
What happened?
That's the other thing. Yeah, rant and rave. I don't know where that poop came from.
But it was.
What happened with your shoes? 844-999-OLA.
You ever notice, too, whenever sometimes you're in a body of water and you got to pee, and it's outside water.
Right.
And then people keep coming near you.
Right. Hey, man, let me ask you something. But, dude, just let her fly. Let her fly. I was talking to Mike Hawk in the pool in Vegas. I did not realize this until afterwards. He's like, yeah, when you came over and talked to me, dude, I was peeing.
Oh.
It's like, man.
See, Ted and I didn't pee on you guys.
Well.
We really didn't.
I believe you. That's
really
your choice.
Didn't. No, we got
Hey, thanks.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, we were muddying up the water.
Thank you. It's like when we shake hands. Just always know that's the hand I masturbate with.
Let it be known I didn't pee on anybody. You walked into my pee zone, man.
That was a small pool.
It's a pool. It's a
if we weren't in a river or a lake.
There's no such thing as
to the corner.
This is why you got fired as a lifeguard. There's no pee zone in the pool, dude.
Everybody peed in that pool.
Like, no, they didn't.
Yes, they did.
No.
I talked to a lot of lifeguards that peed in that pool.
Oh,
hey, man, 50% of us peed in the pool.
Right, that's what I mean. But still, there's 50% that did not.
If we believe it.
That was a small pool.
I
just want to reiterate that.
It was a very small pool.
It was January or February. The main pool wasn't open. It was a small pool.
3 feet deep. It was 3 feet deep.
Oh, about 3 feet 1 inch.
What happened with your shoes? 844-999-OLA.
Small pool.
Yeah,
hey, dunk your head under it.
Hey, another round of Bud Lights. He's going to like water.
Yeah.
Bucket of beer.
Hello, Robert. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bichola.
Hola.
All right, so about 12 years ago, I was about 10 years old. I was playing football up in Stanwood, playing a game down there, and it was probably about November.
All right.
So it was that nice Washington weather, nice rainy, goopy grass and everything. So about 75% of that field was mud, just complete solid mud. Running down the middle of the field, got to like the 50-yard line, and my foot just completely sunk into the mud. And I went to go keep running, and my foot slid right out of my shoe, and I had to keep running 50 yards down to the end zone.
You made it?
And then, yeah, I made it all the way there. I made it all the way. My foot, I kept the stride, and my foot just slipped right out of my shoe because the mud was so deep, and just my foot was just stuck completely inside the mud.
But you still scored.
So then
Oh, yeah.
Who
still
cares?
scoring.
Who cares? That's a highlight reel thing with a sock flapping
But
in
wait,
the distance.
do you try to spike the ball in the mud?
No, you can't in high school.
Oh, you can't.
Oh, no. Are you kidding me? Your coach would look like, you bastard! How dare you desecrate this game and this high school tradition?
Forget your coach. Just the refs.
Oh, yeah. No. Yeah, but if that's what I'm saying, you get a 15-yard penalty, then you go back to the bench and you're
He's getting the spike.
In my high school, we had a simple rule. You could take off your helmet after every great play. When you miss a block, you miss a tackle, you better take that damn helmet off then, too. That was the rule of my school.
What happened with your shoes? 844-999-OLA.
Hello, Monty. Welcome to the men's room.
Hey, I was in Honduras. Hola!
Hola!
I was Army Ranger and jumped out of a perfectly good airplane just to get to work and had a bad landing. Good jump, bad landing. Broke my ankle, broke my back. I was messed up in the hospital. They said, you're never going to walk again. So I took my shoes and I hooked it up to a foot brace, connected that to an ankle brace, connected that to a knee brace, to a hip brace, a back brace, added some motors and a computer and started walking. And the Guinness Book gave me a world record for the furthest distance traveled in a powered exoskeleton.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
How far did you go?
I mean, what is the competition with that?
Exactly.
I mean, listen,
Well,
congratulations and all that.
Well, there has to be other exoskeletons, and fortunately the Army was working on one, so that meant that I wasn't the only one out there, and you had to have a witnesses, so I did it in the St. Patrick's Day Dash. There's about 10,000 people lined up at the starting line, and when they blew the horn, about 8,000 people ran past me, and then I walked to the finish line. And because the St. Patrick's Day Dash has a third-party company that handles the timing, I got an official timing time, and so that qualified me for the world record.
So wait. You tell, because listen, I've done these St. Patty's Day dashes, and I don't do them anymore because I effing hate them. I get up early. It is rainy. It is freaking cold. I don't enjoy running. But here's the point. I run the whole thing. And I know you got the exoskeleton, but still, man, I mean, there's a lot of times where I just feel like, you know what, I just want to walk the rest of the way. I don't.
Yes.
Did you get any feeling back at all?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I walk now. I ride my bicycle. I can ride my bike 100 miles in a day. I've done the Seattle and Portland twice now.
Isn't that crazy, man, that happened to you and you're just fine?
Yeah. I still have pain every day, but, I just push through it.
How much physical therapy did you go through?
9.5 years.
9.5 years.
At what point did you start feeling good or confident about it? Or were you always really positive?
Were you still able to have an erection?
I don't know if the doctor was doing this on purpose, but the doctor made me really mad when I was in the hospital. He said, you're never going to walk again. This is your new life. You had to accept it. And I was thinking to myself, come a little closer and say that to me.
Can you still have sex?
Yeah, he made me mad, but I got feeling in my toes within a month.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
And,
so you're sexually active and all that.
Moving, even though they said I was never going to walk again.
See, that would be my main concern is my penis.
Miles just wants to know if
you
you're
still
having
have
sex.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
Thank God. That's because that would be my thing. Like, I can't feel my penis.
And hey, you know what?
What?
Talking to the doctors that treat spinal cord patients, that's the first thing the men want to know.
Oh, I know. That's what I'm saying because I'm a guy.
We know that.
That's what I'm asking.
And the answer is for most of them, 99% of them, yes, it can be done. And they got special training at the hospital.
Have you jumped out of a plane since?
Special training at the hospital. Meet Sheila.
You said
one more time. I just had to get back on the horse, and so I did jump one more time.
You did, and were you scared?
Oh yeah, I was terrified.
Okay, because I would think that your body takes one more shot like that. Do you remember the circumstances of why that happened to you?
Yeah, it was in the Rangers. They have this thing to do low altitude jumps because they got to typically there's bad guys trying to stop you, and so you're always jumping low. And then there's the shock and awe, massive numbers. So we had hundreds of parachutes in the air. It was at nighttime. Somebody's parachute came underneath mine, and their canopy stole the air out of my parachute. My parachute collapsed.
Oh, God. So how far do you think that you might have fallen?
About 100 feet. They say if you're 400 feet up when your parachute collapses, you can shake it vigorously or you can pop a reserve chute. But because I was only 100 feet up, it takes, maybe 2 seconds to hit the ground. So
See,
there's not enough time. There's not enough distance.
I would have misunderstood what they meant and been like, dude, Thrill died masturbating like a champ.
Did you say
Shake it vigorously. I don't understand how it works, but this is what they told me.
Did you cuss? Did you say anything? Did you watch yourself hit the ground? Could you see anything? Because it was dark.
No, I didn't swear. I was praying under my breath. I'm always praying when I'm jumping.
Okay.
And I feel like God spared my life because he had a purpose. And the beautiful thing about the exoskeleton, that was back in 1986. And when I first started working on them, people said I was crazy. They thought I hit my head when I broke my back. But now there's 12 companies manufacturing them, and there's over 300 paralyzed people that use exoskeletons every day instead of wheelchairs now.
Nice.
That is very
nice.
cool, man. That's very
And
cool.
with the Guinness Book, they finally gave us the record this year, so we're in the book this year, even though we set the record back in 2005. But now, because of that, we're raising money to set a new record for high jump with the powered exoskeleton. And then also the next thing I want to do is add a jetpack to have the furthest distance flown wearing a powered exoskeleton.
Hey, look, man, everybody, now, see, at this point, you're just milking it, all right? Because everybody wants to do a jetpack. Everybody wants to do a jetpack.
Anybody can do a jetpack, yeah. I don't know
You
about
can
that.
get the jet turbine engines are only $4,200. So
How's that all?
Just don't do any water sports. You know what I mean? Like, if bad things would happen if you couldn't figure it out, like, just sink right
Don't jump the shark.
Right. Water skiing. Hey, he's gone. Oh, no. Wait a minute.
Right.
Oh, no.
Just a rope bouncing on the water. We told him it was a bad idea.
Man, that thing was made out of metal. You went right to the bottom.
It was his dream to parasail.
What happened?
More like a boat flying a kite by the time it was done.
What happened with your shoes? 844-999-OLA.
Oh, let's talk to our friends in Victoria, British Columbia. Hello, Brenda. Welcome to the men's room.
Oh, thank you. How's it going?
Hola.
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 You're going to tell us about
I went home to Calgary, and I'm used to over here in British Columbia. There's some places you don't walk because there's hypodermic needles everywhere. So I'm not thinking anything of my hometown, my favorite block. Been away for a couple of years. Hypodermic needles everywhere. The only reason why I know for sure is because there was one stuck in my shoe.
Did it get your foot, or was it just stuck in your shoe?
It was stuck in my shoe.
Okay, yeah,
I'm
telling you.
So now wait, did your old hood has it fallen on hard times?
It was by the Stampede grounds, for goodness sakes.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Of course.
Where there's a lot of people.
Oh, the horses shooting up now?
Yeah,
Is that
of
what you're
course they are.
saying?
They're taking the steroids.
Goddamn Canadian horses doping up, man, leaving their needles. That and horse poop.
Well, they get them all coked up. They need to come down.
When I was up there in Glacier National Park in Banff, needles were everywhere.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding.
Well, no,
I
that's
didn't see-
Miles has a heroin problem.
Right,
That's entirely different.
I brought my own, man. I'm staying clean.
He's just saying that he's messy.
Yeah, I think sadly, like most major cities have needles everywhere.
Yeah.
But they just do, man. It's effed
Yeah.
up, though. Just for kids, because kids, even if you don't step on it, like they want to pick up needles.
I remember going to a Special Olympics for a friend when I was a kid, and I kept picking up glass, and my mom was like, "Stop picking up glass." I sound like a dumb kid.
No,
But we were all dumb.
Right?
Yeah. Went to get lunch the other day downtown. There was a whole grate filled with caps from needle from needle packs. Like, Jesus Christ.
You know, I'll say, hey man, listen, parent to addict. Do what you got to do, but can you not do it on a playground? You know what I mean? Like the only people actively at a playground are the goddamn kids.
And every parent thinks that any guy who's there or parent is already creepy.
If you are not there
with a
another
child,
kid,
like, get out of the playground.
Right, like,
Dude, when
why
I
are you
pass the
here?
playground, I don't even look at it.
No, don't.
Like if it's nighttime, fine.
I'm
saying if it's nighttime, I'll go for a swing.
We got a guy who we work
now
with.
you look
man.
more suspicious.
We got a guy we work
so
with
I'm
who
on
walks
drugs.
through one just to take a shortcut, and we still call him creepy because of it.
Yeah.
He's just trying to take a shortcut.
I
We're
get
you
it.
can't
I'm
do
just saying it's weird.
It is weird, man.
What happened with your shoes? 844-999-OLA.
I
Hold the
pass
line.
an elementary school every day, and I cross the street.
Do you really?
Wow.
I swear to God.
Just because you don't want to get in trouble. Really?
I don't know. It feels weird. There's,
You're afraid the principal's going to come out and then get your...
What are you looking at?
Right? Like, sir, what are you doing on this side of the street? Like, you know what? I'm going to go over and stare in the neighbors at the cat.
That's not weird.
What happened with your shoes? 844-999-OLA. More your calls coming up. You are listening to the Men's Room Radio Network.
Welcome back to the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill.
Scorpions are crawling into Southwest Florida homes. NBC2 News spoke to a pest control company.
What?
On Pine Island that says they are seeing a spike in calls related to these creepy crawlers.
That's not okay.
One man said whenever the rainy season starts, the scorpions creep looking for shelter in his homes.
Here I am.
The woods are saturated, the ground is wet, so thankfully they're looking for something dark and dry, and they find their way through the smallest cracks. Speaking of that, I happen to follow the Scorpions on Twitter.
What, the band?
Yeah, they just played a show in California. Didn't they promise us that they would never tour again?
Did they? Did the Scorpions say that?
They're another one of those bands.
I don't remember.
Oh, this is it. Well, no, really. No, we're done, man. That's it.
Wait. That's not on them, though. They all do it.
I know, but I thought, oh, come on.
Honestly, 5 years from now, we'll all be in a Motley Crue show. Be like, this is awesome. They're back.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's a good point. Well, they signed a contract, too, just like the Scorpions.
Currently on the treadmill, getting in shape.
The Rolling Stones have been doing that trick for like 20 years.
I don't know. Yeah, but they never say, like, this is it. This is the final one.
Here's the difference with the Stones. The Stones are old enough where they don't have to say it anymore. Right? When you're that old, it's just kind of like, hey, man, you can come see us or not. This might be a farewell tour. We don't know. I'm not being mean. Listen, man, when you get that old, you start saying, you know what? I'm going to go see this band because I can't guarantee they're going to make it around again.
Homeowner has encountered many scorpions in his home, surrounded by woods.
I'm Klaus Mine.
He says in the beginning it was kind of scary, like a zoo. But after 5, 6, 7 times, it's like second nature now. Most common place. Where's the most common place you need to check for scorpions if you're in bed?
Larger room or bathroom?
Most common place, he finds them in his shoes. Ooh. What they've learned is, here's your pro tip on if you live in Southwest Florida.
Right.
I've learned that every morning before you put your shoes on, you got to bang out those babies. There's been a couple times, 3 or 4, where they just come falling out.
Jesus.
Good times.
Everything in Florida, it's like it's America's Australia.
Mm-hmm. What happened with your shoes? 844-999-OLA.
With a lot more guns.
Hello, Jeremy. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
So this story is about the time that chewing tobacco almost stole my foot.
Okay.
All right.
So I used to load cargo planes on the weekend, and being a smoker, obviously you can't smoke back there, so everybody dips. I took that up with great relish, not because I like dipping, but because it's hella fun to spit off the side of the plane and watch it get sucked into the engine.
Okay, I feel you.
Making $8 an hour, knowing that the guys who work on those engines make so much. So anyway, the way this works, it's just like a regular airliner, except obviously a flat deck with little sockets and ball bearings open above, and then the cargo is on a giant skid that it looks like a giant cookie sheet, right?
Okay.
So when you're inside of the plane, you're supposed to keep a distance from the doorway because there's a gap between the lift that brings it up and the edge of the doorway, whereas that gap doesn't exist anywhere else. And one day, at the last minute, I had a mouthful, and I kind of stepped forward real quick to spit it out the door, and the front of my boot went into that crack.
And you're saying that's rotating like a belt because it's bringing stuff up, right?
Yeah, partially. That edge is actually just ball bearings like the rest, but there is a mechanism behind that's pushing the sheet. So my toes went down, my heel lifted up, and the edge of that cookie sheet caught the front of my boot.
Oh.
I did. I kind of panicked and threw myself backwards, which lifted my foot up at just the right moment.
Hold on. Hold on. We're going to get into this. We promise. Hold on.
Hola! The shenanigans continue on the Men's Room Radio Network.